Pharaoh Snofru has brought order to Egypt, and the kingdom now flourishes under his wise and benevolent rule. Snofru wishes to undertake another construction project at Dahshur, even more ambitious than the bent pyramid already completed. Royal architects, surveyors, and engineers are confident they can construct an edifice whose sides rise in one continuous angle, culminating in a perfect peak. If successful, this will be the first true pyramid, and will be a worthy home for Pharaoh Snofru through all eternity. Pharaoh's wife, Queen Hetepheres, has recently given birth to a son whom they have named Khufu. Our people look toward the day of his eventual rule with much foreboding, for the seers of Horus, god of the Pharaoh, have predicted that he will show none of his father's benevolence toward our people. Though he will achieve many great things, they fear he will rule Egypt with unyielding tyranny. You may acquire wood from Byblos, since carpenters will have to build many ramps to allow workers to reach the summit of this great pyramid.
Welcome back to Pharaoh and the city of North Dahshur. And this map, I know, is going to be interesting. So we need a population of 3,000, that's not a problem. We need a culture rating of 20, prosperity rating of 30, monument rating of 32, which is an actual first pyramid, and a kingdom rating of 55. But this map is a pain, and here we are. The areas we have to build our city blocks in are less than ideal, thanks to these sand dunes. So this specific map has been designed to give you your first true test in regards to how you design your pyramids. As you can see, there is not a lot of farmland available here. There is a little bit of meadow here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be needed. And some of you might notice that this is the continuation of South Dahshur, like the road coming here and the top here. This is the continuation of the map in South Dahshur. Just as a fun little trivia fact. The river here as well. That's the one that continues on the previous map. Now, the only place we can build a dock on this map is on this coast here. So there's not really that much option for where we want to have our docks. So this island here will be dedicated to industry. And we will have to have our city inside here. The most logical place to build a city block would of course be down here, so that's probably where I'll start, and then we might want to have a second city block somewhere up here. The pyramid isn't horribly large, large enough though, so it can fit decently wherever I build it, but what I'm thinking is that this place here, this is kind of narrow. So is this, of course. I'm not sure how to build on this map. I'm going to have to be a little bit creative on this map. We have all of our stone up here. It would not make sense to make use of the stone down here, since we are going to build a pyramid out here for sure. There is no room for a pyramid over here, and basically the only place we can build a pyramid on this map is in here somewhere. So in terms of what we have available to us on the map, let's just quickly go through that. We have 4 gods on this map, Ta being the Patreon god, and we have Osiris, Ra and Seth. We are going to get invaded on this map, that is a certainty. So yeah, what we can produce ourselves is limestone. Anything else Well, perhaps except barley. Yeah, we can produce barley and grain. So anything except limestone that we want to make, which would be pottery and papyrus and also linen. And those are mostly for the exports. The trade map is going to be very, very similar to the map that we just played through. We have the Salima Oasis down here. They sell wood. But we also have Byblos, which also sells wood at a larger quantity, and that's on a water trade route, whereas the Salima Oasis one obviously is a land trade route. We have Abu. Abu will sell us a little bit of flax, not much, 1 dot or 1 shield, that doesn't bode well. They will buy papyrus and pottery, however, which is good. My Doom will sell us reeds, again, just a little bit, and they will buy linen, but thankfully they will also buy both barley and beer, and we will also buy limestone. However, exporting one of the main things we need to finish this map is not the best idea, even if we use the pyramid speed up quote-unquote cheat to get the map finished. Now, with the My Doom also being our main source of plain stone, that is going to be a very... Oh, they actually sell wood too. This is going to be a very important trade route for us. Now, Abu does buy the papyrus that we can make from the reeds, but we need to make sure that we have the 1200 Deben that we need to be able to import the reeds and then sell the papyrus, because we need to have a source of income here. And Serabit Kadim will buy grain. I'm not going to sell that to them. Byblos will only buy luxury goods. And luxury goods, well, I don't think we can buy gems. No, we cannot buy gems from any other city. Oh, we can actually from Abu, but gems and luxury goods isn't really a very good trade commodity, as I demonstrated before, as the prices are... We would buy them for 120 and we would sell them for 150, so it's a margin of 30 Deben. Whereas, for instance, pottery, we would buy it for 38 and sell it for 105, which is a much larger margin for us. Flax, 54 versus 160. Papyrus, 31 versus 165. So papyrus is the absolute best commodity. Why do I not want to sell limestone? Well, we need a lot of it, and we only get 35 for it, so it's kind of a bit of a pain. But we are going to need to import copper, or I am going to have to satisfy Seth immensely. And without Bast in the city, that is going to be problematic. So, with all of those things out of the way, I am going to build up the outliner of the city, and I will see you after the pause screen. Here we are. I think this should be sufficient for our purposes just in the beginning, and we'll expand on this as needed. So I moved the Kingdom Road a little bit out, using a little bendy twist squiggle down here. So this is the regular city block. I've just mirrored it so that its exit is up here. And the entertainers will have to walk around like this. This area here is for granaries. I need to put up some houses there as well. Put that. Yeah, I can put the firehouse and the architect's post on the corner. That's good. The water is, of course, a problem on a map that has this much desert, so I had to do some adjustments to that. Actually, I might move those now that I look at it. I think I'd rather have them here instead of there. I've reserved the roads for the jugglers' booths. We'll have room for temples on the outside. Because of the rotation, I had to build a pavilion like that. I couldn't get it to attach to the house because it's the wrong direction. And I've set off a small area up here for another city block. Out here I've reserved an area for 2 docks, and warehouses will be in here with industry on the top side. There's room for 4 industry buildings on the top side and the warehouses on the bottom side. And I've placed the roadblocks very consciously the way I have. Although I think I might be able to, if I do a little bit of adjustment to this roadblock here and I remove that one, they'll just go around in a circle there. And they should just go through the roadblock if it's too far to go back home. So that might be a kind of a mini forced walker thing that I'm doing here. So we need to get up some farming and we need to get up the docks. I think the first thing we have to do on this map, which is actually of critical importance, is to open the water trade routes to Maidum and Abu right away. We need those water trade routes immediately because we don't have enough money to sustain our city without that. Now we are in the year 2563. I'm aware of that game. It was on purpose. We will have the first invasion in 2558, and that is a bit of a problem. I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with that because I can't see that we will be able to get enough money before that date. So I am not sure how to deal with that. Architect's post there. The other dock will be here, so it will have a small road going down to that, which is not ideal, but there's not much I can do about that. So there'll be a little road bit like that. They can get labor here and there, and I've built the houses with distance to one another. This one isn't ideal, but in case of plague, until I can build physicians. So yeah, this is what we have, this is what we'll begin with, and I'll also have the entertainment buildings out here so that they can walk along the road and go to where they're needed, both down here and eventually up here when we get around to that part of the city. Let's follow this fireman and see where he goes. I think he will go past, just go through the roadblock, to be honest. You see, these labor guys, they do that, and I'm pretty sure that he'll do the same. Because he's at the maximum of his route somewhere around here, I think. They have a set amount of tiles they will walk, and then they won't turn around, and that's how you use the... Oh no, he actually will turn around. Then he might turn around again. I'm not sure. Yeah, there he turned around again. We need a storage yard here, and that storage yard needs to be immediately set to accept reeds. And we need to import reeds. I'll import it up to 1600. And we'll export papyrus above 0, because I don't need papyrus yet. It is part of the burial provisions, but that is not in the here and now. In the sake of saving on workers and money, I'm going to use this warehouse for both of the products for now, but I will change that when the time comes. Having a dedicated for each. Now these guys...
I don't know why we came.
Yeah.
I don't know why we came.
Even if they can sell it, if your trade advisor hasn't gotten his orders before the ships or the trade caravans arrive on the map, they will not trade. So there's a tidbit of information. We need farms. And I'm not too pleased with what the layout of the farm area here looks like. As I'm sure you can all understand why. This is not ideal at all. It's 5. 6. I can do 7 here. I think I will. We'll have a road coming down there with a roadblock, of course. And we'll have a road coming down there, also with a roadblock. And this should provide the roads for these specific farms. Now, someone commented something that is actually quite relevant. What I can do, and what I should do, is straw industry is off. Then we won't have the cart carriers with straw from the grain farms. We don't need straw on this map. I'm pretty sure that... yeah, bricks are not part of the burial provisions. We could export them, but I don't think we want to spend the clay that we can import on that. We will only be able to buy 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 clay. No, that's what they buy. 2,500k. Now we need that for pottery, and I would rather sell pottery than bricks because if we have a look here, prices, pottery we get 105, whereas bricks we get 120. But there's also the question of labor and stuff like that. Now we also want to have the irrigation ditches up because, yep, that's the thing. And on this one we'll also build an irrigation ditch all the way up there, because, yeah, let's just build them all like that. Then that's 7 farms, but we want more than that. We need... this is, again, a bit annoying, because, well, I can get a road down there, actually. So I can have 2 there. That's 9. But here I cannot have more than 1, because so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, I guess. I think we'll have to make do with that. Can have a road going down there, and we'll build a roadblock there. Not that I have any walkers on that road, but we'll build a roadblock there anyhow. And they can come down here and then go around there and then ultimately down here, and I might be able to fit a couple more farms there. We'll build some more irrigation ditches. That one probably wasn't necessary, but I want these things to be irrigated. Right, now we also need temples, but our employment is probably... we have 2 unemployed, good. So we need a temple to Ptah. He's our patron god, so he's kind of important. 2, 3. We also need architect's post and firehouse on this side. So we'll just have to build those here. Osiris needs a temple, that is fairly important as well. And then we also need a temple to Ra. And we need a temple to Seth. Otherwise everything is going to go haywire on this map. We should also build some shrines, but they are expensive, so I'll have to be careful. 1 shrine to Ptah there. 1 shrine to Ptah there. 1 shrine to Osiris. 1 shrine to Ra. And 1 shrine to Seth. That should give us a little bit of... yeah. Now we probably might need another temple to Ptah, because usually the main god is not very happy about just having 1 temple. But hopefully the shrine will offset that. Might want to build 2 more shrines, just for that reason. Yeah, we can do that. Oh. No idea where I'm supposed to build the festival square on this map. We also need a work camp. And we also need to consider the fact that we will have bandits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build that there. Now we are lacking workers, of course. Not too many, but about 30 something, because this one is going to take workers soon. I'm gonna put in some more houses here. %69% fertile. The next flood will come next month, so they will not be able to... I was a bit late with the farms this time. It's not ideal, but it is how it is at that point, because I was too late with it, so it's my own fault. No inundation whatsoever, which is why the irrigation is so important. 44%, which it would probably... Oh, there is an inundation. Good. But even without the inundation, we get it to 44% as soon as the... see. So it's plus 20 in fertility, which is why those are so important. I think we'll grow the barley down here. Using a water crossing, I think we'll have to build the ferry landing, yeah, there, because for some reason this is not allowed. I was hoping I could build it like that, but no, I'm not allowed, so it'll have to be there. Now, as we get workers, we are going to have to set up industry for papyrus as quickly as possible here. We're already down to 708. If we are going to dip into the emergency funds on this map, I am not going to be very, very bothered by that, because, yeah. This map is one of the most difficult maps. It's like the epitome of having all of your accumulated knowledge so far from the game in one map. And it's supposed to be a challenging map for that very reason. The next map after this one, this probably won't be a massive spoiler for a game from 1999, is Giza. So that's going to be interesting, because that means we're going to have to build some rather large pyramids. And that might actually turn into 4 episodes. I'm not sure, because we have to build some pretty substantial stuff there. We're just waiting for the inundation to calm down again. 2563. We have 5 years until the first invasion. And we don't really need a lot of military, but with the prices of these things, I don't know if I want to build an academy, but 150 for the recruiter, 1000 for a fort, and then on top of that, the payment that you have to pay for the copper if we want to have infantry. But I suppose we could have 2 archer forts, but that's still 2,150 Deben in costs, so expensive. And if I want an academy on top of that, it's 3,150. 28 unemployed, good. Now we can start building papyrus makers. 30 unemployed, take 12 each. Poor inundation is expected. The gods are happy. Good. $14 unemployed. We can build another papyrus maker. We want 4 of them there. We don't need a large industry on this map. in terms of papyrus and linen and stuff like that. And the reason for that, of course, being that it isn't really that necessary. Good fertility, good. And that is because we don't need those stuffs ourselves in the city. Right, we'll build a 4th papyrus maker. We might actually need another work camp because this camp isn't sending out workers fast enough. But we do need a granary. I'm not sure where that granary is going to send out its workers. Let's build it there. Let's see. Does it put the worker guy out on that side? No, we put it out on the bottom side. Well, it's not a big problem because what we can do is roadblock. There's a roadblock there, so I can build a couple of houses there. They will need... Building houses there is not ideal because of the thieves. But I think I can do that. I can build a couple of houses there. And... the village palace and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe up here. Okay, so they are making papyrus. We are exporting it. I think we can just start dipping into the emergency funds, to be honest, because we need to get money on this map. It is so important to get money so we can get a military up and running as quickly as possible. So we'll start importing the flax to 1600, and if that means we dip into the emergency funds, I am not very worried about that on this map. Export the linen when above 0. Work camp, let's build another one of those. Just to make sure that we have enough. These take 20 each, so it's not ideal, but things will get better as soon as we have food. I suppose what I could do is build the palace over here. Just to have a very secure protection against the thieves that will come. Have no doubt, they will come. 0 unemployed, we actually lack 3 workers currently. What we're waiting for is the food. I suppose I could build the family mansion here. But it wouldn't help because they could come in at the top. No, I could build it there. That would work. How expensive is that thing? 400. The town palace is 1000, but the town palace is now bigger. We have risen in stature. Let's just dip into the emergency funds. So 4000. Vaults hold 0 Deben? No, there we go, 4000. I'm going to have to give money to the city here. I'm pretty sure of that. But that is what that is for. It's like when you do good on a map, you can save up money for later maps. I like that mechanism.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
How many employees? 12. I know, I think I'm going to prioritize weavers. But we are going to have 2 docks here. Let's build another granary just in case and see where the walker goes out. He goes out there, so I needed the houses there. It's not a big problem that he goes out there because the granary will still be protected by these 2 guys here. Now the house will not be protected, of course, but isn't a major disaster. We can remedy that though by building a firehouse and an architect's post here. Speeding things up a bit so we can get the food. I might actually need yet another granary here, but I need them. I need these houses. Yeah, okay, we're fine. We are also going to need a stockpile for the grain because Pharaoh is going to start requesting grain from us. Let's just do that right away so we have grain available in a stockpile as well. And now we need to build a bazaar. And we can build the 4 booths, so I can get rid of these road bits. And build the final houses in the block. I can build houses along here as well, but they won't get access to the temple. But I can build a house there. I don't know. Yeah, I might want to remove... No, they should get access to the temple. I could also build a house there. In fact, I will. How are we on workers? Not yet. It's dropping because it hasn't had the inundation in 2 years in a row. They are happy with me. But 32% is still better than 12. Perfect inundation. Good. We're just waiting for more workforce, which we are getting plenty of now, and we are also starting to make money, so things are looking up. It's good. We'll build a physician, so I don't forget, and we'll have a police station in here, together with an apothecary. I don't know if malaria is going to be a problem here, but... I'd rather be on the safe side. Two unemployed. A couple more weavers then, because we are getting people in here and it's only going to get better now that we have these things. Now we also need some entertainment, of course. We can start by building a juggler school. Build that. Not there. There. They are also going to require beautification. So I think this side is fine, actually. It's more over here that is problematic in terms of beautification. So there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, can I? No, I cannot fit one there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's not symmetrical, but I don't care if it's symmetrical or not. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to need... Okay, so the middle house, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The middle house is there. 1,000 people now call your city their home. So we'll have 2 police stations here. And let's check our employment levels. We have 29 unemployed. That is good. How are the gods looking at us? Okay. We'll have a shrine to each of the gods behind here then. Sheesh, 4 gods. That is quite the amount of gods involved. Then temple to Ptah, I think. That should give us the option to build a large statue. I think I want that one. 1, 2, 3, because we want to reserve the other space for temple. So there. That should be enough beautification for now. I don't know what's the problem with these guys. Now these actually have a desire for more desirability. Right, okay, well... I wish there was a bit more variation in the statues. These guys probably lack food. That is because all the houses are stocking up on so much food before they are full. Ooh, I've forgotten this farm. Well, it doesn't make sense to me. I can't get a road there. So I'll just tear that one down. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Three, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so I had 13. Now it's fine. Can we import any food on this map? No. So we won't get the highest tier of buildings. Unemployment level should now be pretty high, which is what I wanted it to be. Because then we can build that second dock and we can build 2561. I am worried. Water crossing, ferry landing. And this ferry landing will have its own little tiny road bit going here. Have some houses there. I've completely forgotten about giving these guys access to a well. Any others who don't have access to a well? Yeah, you guys. Put one there then. These guys have a well behind there. It isn't much, but it helps a little bit. And it doesn't have to be manned, so... Actually, I can move that well here. Because it doesn't have to, it doesn't need road access. They'll get water, which is the important part. Now down here, we want to build thing like this. And then like that. That road is too long. So we'll road block it there, I think. And we'll have some houses there and some houses there. Firehouse, an architect's post. We can put them down here. I think that'll be fine. And now we should be able to place the town palace here. Although these guys are going to be robbing the town palace. There is one way I can avoid that, I guess. Which is by doing this. And then do this, and we can have police stations all across this little road bit here, so there'll be plenty of police on this road at all times. Let's make sure they have a well as well, pun intended. I'm not ready to deal with building... what are they called again? Apothecaries just yet. And physicians, I mean. That's 6, and I think that should suffice. And then irrigation ditch should... Yep, that will go in there. So that will water those. And we can do that. And we'll have a roadblock there. And then we need a work camp, which will place... I think there. And a storage yard. We can place that there. And that storage yard is supposed to accept barley. The beer, we are going to have to have a storehouse for that over here and just allow them because of distances. So we'll have a storage house for the beer here. And we'll build up some beer industry. I suppose we can just do that right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And monetarily we are doing okay, so we'll have more shrines. Osiris, Ra, Ptah, and Seth. And now we need to save some money for the... because we're going to be attacked over here. I think both of the attacks come at this side here, so we want to have the forts here. And the pyramid should be here. We might also consider building the pyramid, but I think we'll wait with that until the next episode. We have 173 unemployed. Of course, none of these have been employed yet. But if we put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police stations here, and then the... I'm gonna wait with the town palace, because I need to save these monies for the military. However, that said, I think we'll cut off the episode here. And why aren't you guys receiving food? No idea. Maybe because so much food is in the stockpile, but I want to have that in the stockpile because Pharaoh is going to ask for grain, so... Okay, with that said, if you have any questions or comments, as always, please feel free to leave those in the comment section, and I will be seeing you all in the next episode.